For over 1,000 years, Constantinople was the heart of the Byzantine Empire, a city of immense wealth, culture, and military strength. But in 1453, it fell to the forces of the Ottoman Empire, marking the end of the Byzantine Empire and the beginning of a new era in the Eastern Mediterranean. The man behind this monumental change was Mehmed II, the young Ottoman Sultan whose determination would reshape the course of history. This is the story of the fall of Constantinople and the rise of the Ottoman Empire. By the mid-15th century, the once mighty Byzantine Empire was a shadow of its former self. Constant warfare, internal strife, and economic decay had reduced it to a fraction of its former size, with Constantinople, its capital, surrounded by enemy forces on all sides. The last Byzantine emperor, Constantine XI Palaeologus, knew that Constantinople's fall was inevitable unless some miracle occurred. The city, while still magnificent, was surrounded by powerful enemies and vulnerable to attack. The man who would bring the end of the Byzantine Empire was Mehmed II, also known as Mehmed the Conqueror. Ascending to the throne at just 19 years old, Mehmed was determined to expand his empire and establish dominance in the region. Mehmed had already proven himself as a skilled military leader, and his ambition to take Constantinople was driven by both strategic and personal motivations. For him, capturing the city would cement his legacy and solidify Ottoman control over the Eastern Mediterranean. Constantinople sat at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, controlling vital trade routes and the passage between the Mediterranean and the Black Sea. The city's location made it invaluable to any empire that sought to dominate the region. In April 1453, Mehmed launched the long-anticipated siege of Constantinople. The Byzantines, though vastly outnumbered, were determined to defend their city. They had already begun reinforcing their famous triple-layered walls, which had kept invaders out for centuries. The Byzantines, with the help of mercenaries from Genoa and other allies, defended the city as best they could. But they were vastly outnumbered, with estimates of Ottoman forces ranging from 80,000 to 200,000 men, compared to the Byzantine defenders, numbering just 7,000. One of Mehmed's key innovations was his use of enormous cannons, some of the largest ever built. These giant siege guns were capable of firing massive stone balls, capable of smashing through the once impenetrable walls of Constantinople. The walls of Constantinople had withstood centuries of attacks, but the relentless bombardment from Mehmed's cannons began to take its toll. For weeks, the Ottomans pounded the city, weakening its defenses and causing massive breaches in the outer walls. As the walls crumbled, the defenders of Constantinople fought bravely to hold their ground. Yet, the odds were insurmountable, and the city's fall seemed inevitable. Mehmed's strategic brilliance lay not only in his military might, but in his ability to employ psychological warfare. He understood the importance of striking fear into his enemies and worked tirelessly to weaken their resolve. On May 22, 1453, after weeks of bombardment and failed attempts to breach the walls, Mehmed ordered a final, all-out assault on Constantinople. The city was now battered, its defenses weakened, and the once proud Byzantine army was on the brink of collapse. As the Ottoman forces breached the walls on May 29, 1453, the final battle for Constantinople began. The Byzantines fought valiantly to the very end, but their forces were overwhelmed by the sheer might and numbers of the Ottomans. In the face of certain defeat, Emperor Constantine XI Palaeologus rallied his forces for one last stand. But despite his bravery, the city's fall was inevitable. Constantine died in the fighting, marking the end of the Byzantine Empire after more than 1,000 years. With the fall of Constantinople, the Ottoman Empire rose to prominence as a dominant force in the region. The city, once the jewel of the Byzantine Empire, became the new capital of the Ottomans, renamed Istanbul. Mehmed the Conqueror's triumph solidified his place in history and the future of his empire. Under Ottoman rule, Constantinople flourished, becoming a key cultural, economic, and religious center. The city would go on to shape the course of history in the centuries that followed. The fall of Constantinople marked the end of the Middle Ages and the dawn of the Renaissance. It opened up new trade routes and led to the spread of Ottoman influence across the region. The fall of Constantinople sent shockwaves throughout Europe, sparking the age of exploration and influencing the search for new trade routes. It also symbolized the end of Christian Byzantine rule in the East, with the rise of a powerful Muslim empire. Today, Istanbul stands as a testament to its rich history, a city that was once the crown jewel of the Byzantine Empire and later became the heart of the Ottoman world. The fall of Constantinople was a pivotal moment in history, and its legacy endures. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating stories from history. See you next time.